Welcome back. So, just to remind you how far we've come already, we kicked things off with the most contrived bullshit event imaginable. We then proceeded to rip off the second episode of the first series, and now Lelouch is fighting against the mentally handicapped. So, how much lower could we possibly go? Shut up! Well, how about we start with Rollo's origin story? Which is ripped straight off of Raiden in Metal Gear Solid. I'm serious, does this show literally have nothing to call its own?
That's right. I can't remember how many people I've killed. Nobody counts the number of times they brush their teeth or eat a meal. Same with this. My Geass is suited to assassination. That's what I was told. So I kill. There was no other place for me.
Let's see. Child soldier? Check. Killed countless people? Check. Annoying new character that everyone hates being forced on the audience? Check. I'm sorry. It's not exactly like Raiden because Raiden had real emotional and psychological scars that plagued him for his entire life, whereas Rollo is one-dimensional and bland. So, really, it's better this way. But are you ready for that backstory to be immediately rendered irrelevant? Because that's what happens. I'm not joking.
The orders given to me are as follows. If Lelouch Lamperouge's memories return, if Zero is awakened, then he is to die.
You'd like to kill me now, but you can't. And we both know the reason why. You won't get C2 for whom I've been the bait in your hunt. But if you let me go, I can draw her out for you. I'll help you get her. Kill me and your mission will never be completed. You want to capture C2, don't you? Tomorrow, I'll lure C2 out and she'll be yours. Once that's done, your new future will begin. Don't worry, I would never lie to you. Not to you, anyway.
I'd lie to literally every single other person in the world, including my own blood sister, but not to you, Rollo. For real.
Believe it!
Sure. But you do remember that he just lied to you yesterday about being Zero, right? No? Okay, well, moving beyond that, why the fuck do you believe him at all? How is it possible that you're manipulated this easily? I mean, he just said he was going to blackmail you.
And as for you, dear brother, I'll make you my pawn to find Nonali.
And now you're letting him blackmail you? This is what I'm talking about. All these characters who should be the most highly skilled people in their fields are dense as fucking mercury!
I thought the United States of Japan had been recognized by the Chinese Federation Council General.
He's going to be disposed of. Or do the Black Knights choose to take the path of destruction right here?
Whatever. After Lelouch tries to figure out how he's gonna juggle his limp-wristed brother and the rescue of the Black Knights, we get some more contradictory bullshit about Rollo.
Did this kid kill Bruno in cold blood or not?
And he was the fifth one.
All Victor did was touch the kid's locket, and the next thing...
The mission is what's important, isn't it? Who cares about the team?
So you killed one of your own allies for touching your locket, but you can't kill your biggest enemy because he's the one who's trustworthy. I'm sorry, can I get that one again? So you killed one of your own allies because he touched your locket, but you can't kill your biggest enemy because he's the one who's trustworthy. I can't even make a joke out of that. So, remember how all those Black Knights escaped somehow even though they were surrounded and had absolutely no chance of escape? Well, check this shit out.
Or rather, I pray deeply that he does. For the sake of Her Highness, wherever she is now.
Wherever she is, huh? Oh boy. So, let me get this straight. While Cornelia was barely clinging to life on the ground at the end of the last series, you somehow managed to lose track of her too. And no, they don't detail this at all. So I honestly have no idea if she came back, got better, and then just fucked off somewhere, or if they literally lost track of her while she could barely walk. Because that's all we get. They just don't know where she is. You know, you guys are so good at writing backstories, it's almost like you don't even have to try. So anyway, the time for the Black Knights to be executed draws near, with Rollo swearing to kill Lelouch if he doesn't deliver on his promise.
Lelouch, if you don't keep your promise, you'll die.
What would you call the odds of either of these things happening? 0 in a million? 0 in 0? We cut to the Chinese Federation where Shin Kei, the guy who attacked the Black Knights, confronts the High Eunuch about his unconditional support for Zero.
Just what were you planning to use Zero for?
I've no intention to use Zero for anything. Zero must be pleased in every way.
And the Empress's feelings on this?
That little wench doesn't matter.
No way. There's no way. There's no way anyone friggin' screened this performance. I mean, listen to this guy. He literally sounds like he got his junk chopped off. But why would he always sound like that? What were they thinking?
Impering traitor!
Oh, well, at least there's that. Anyway, Zero arrives to interrupt the execution and challenges Guilford to a one-on-one battle. Well, alright. Guilford finally gets the opportunity to get revenge on the guy who cut down his Lady Cornelia. This is gonna be awesome!
I have a question for you, Lord Guilford. What do you do when there is an evil you cannot defeat by just means? Do you stain your hands with evil to destroy evil?
Really? This is the perfect time for a philosophical debate? Can't we just get to the fight already?
What the?
Oh, bullshit! So, I have a very simple question. Has anyone figured out that Lelouch is Zero yet? I mean, they said that if he disappeared from the mall that he would have to be Zero.
If he is Zero, he won't ignore the execution of his people tomorrow.
And he did disappear from the mall right before Zero coincidentally showed up and used the exact same tactics that Lelouch did the last time he was Zero.
This strategy is...
The same one from the Black Rebellion!
No one sees how obvious this is. Nobody has put 2 and 2 together. Well, at the very least, they need to send in some serious reinforcements. There are 7 Black Knights. This should be a fucking mop-up at this point.
C2 is our primary operational target. Leave the military issues to Lord Guilford.
I'm done. That's it. Fucking done.
Let it all out.